a gentleman by the name of Aaron Perkins left a comment. He said, "I'm always looking for a mic that can carry the low end of my voice while still cutting through the mix of a loud stage." And he sent me a link. I'll put the description in the description below to a track that he's done. And he's given me permission to share the track. Low. Some of you think I'm low. Check this.
I got a God that is wonderful. I got a God that is true. I got a God that is merciful. I recommend my God to you.
Okay, I've got some other examples. It goes lower yet. Goes lower than I do. But I noticed that it's a different quality now. I think what Aaron has is more, compared to my low voices, is lower. He has more of the harmonics in there, maybe less of the kind of stuff. Possibly, don't know. Difficult to know. Just to record. I say just to record. He's recording, and I'm in the room with me. But I'm going to play it again and stop various things and show you what I notice. And it's made me wonder a little bit. Let me see if I can make myself clear.
I got a God.
So there, I got. There, he's put it back a bit. I got a God. So maybe we're not so dissimilar there.
That is wonderful.
Can I get that? That is wonderful. That. It seems to me what he's got more of, which I can't do, is again, that. I can do it there. Add some of that. Can you hear that kind of which is louder than the underlying stuff. But down there, if I try to do it, I get a bit of it, but my natural place would be So with mine, you'd hear a lot of that subwoofery type thing, which I can feel here, and then not much, and then the breath, seems to me, and not much of the thing which I can't get.
I got a God.
Back again. I got. Okay, similar there. Or I can do that. What would I do naturally? I got. Mine would probably be further forward, but artistic thing, and then I want to put it back there. Don't know.
But that is true.
Ooh, similar.
I got a God.
I got a God. I got a God. There, I don't think we're too dissimilar.
That is merciful.
That is.
I recommend my God to you.
My God, to. I've had it, frankly. I've had it. I think, my God, to. Yeah, so I'd have to get really close and to get some of that low end, which if the mic doesn't go there, I've had it. But so for me, if the mic doesn't go there and the system doesn't go there, I've had it, and there's nothing left in my voice but that stuff. Whereas he's got the harmonics. It's a cat having his tea. Let's go on. The next section I chose.
Got a God on the mountain above.
No, I can we'll just carry on.
I got a God.
I'd have to do that. We hear the difference. And then I'd have to get really to get the low bit, whereas he's got a bit of cut there.
When I'm blue, I got a God.
I thought it was going to go the octave below there for a minute.
I can heal the sick. I recommend my God.
I recommend we may as well, we're here. We may as well have the last bit. I chose. I can't remember why, but we'll...
And I got a God that I
No.
recommend.
First of all, that's a very unusual voice. From voice peoples, there are people, there's a British Voice Association, people like that, there are all sorts of things over here, where they'd probably like to scope Aaron, I'm guessing. In other words, they can simply put a very fine cable, it's got a tiny camera and a light, would you believe, on the end. So they do it, and over the back, behind your tongue, and down, and shine it on the larynx, so it doesn't touch anything. In the old days, it used to make you retch and everything, because you have to touch the back of it. But this they can do without you touching, you just keep open. And they can video the larynx to see what's going on. They can also do it if they need more detail. They can go up through the nose. Fancy the idea of that. And then it dangles straight down, so it looks straight down. It's even clearer view, whereas this one with the bent thing, a little bit obscured by the back of the tongue and stuff. When he does that low note there at the bottom, towards the end there, it must be to do with the vocal cords doing something, creating that, you can kind of hear almost a glottal fry on top of the underneath bit. This is risky because I can't really, should have cut them up. Okay.
And I got a God that I recommend.
Yes, there's a lot of the higher, brighter stuff, the harmonics maybe. Anyway, that said, so this is interesting. You might think, oh, a mic for a low voice, a mic for a mid voice, and a mic for this and that, but you can just hear my voice is low, his is lower, would both be considered low voices, I think, lowish for me, low. But very, very different. So what do I think Aaron might require? I think it's nice if the mic picks up the that stuff to balance his the cut and the harmonics he's got there. He probably doesn't need much help in that area of the harmonics higher up there, because that just comes through anyway. Well, I would say obviously not an SM58 and stuff like that, because that lower end's not going to be there. I think he probably doesn't want something like a Bayer M88, which I can get away with, because I think that would tend to, even though it goes down to 30 hertz, would tend to. He doesn't want bloom down there. It's nice that you can hear the underpinning part and the top, but you don't want that underpinning part destroying too much of that. Whereas for myself, seeing that there's not that much to destroy in that area, the breath area is higher, there's not much to destroy, there's not much in there, it seems to me, when I do that. So the Bayer M88 works well for that, if a little old school and a bit slow, perhaps, compared to what we've got today. So I don't really know what to recommend. You said something else. Actually, I do know what to recommend. Yeah, on the loud stages. So firstly, I'd say go for a hypercardioid, supercardioid. There is a difference apparently, but I'm not sure what it is. But pretty much tighter, because it's a loud stage, so they'll want to get his voice up, particularly for that low stuff, because the system isn't going to handle a lot of that. You've got a top class system, it will, in a good room, But many of the systems just won't handle that. They'll either turn it into blubber or just won't be there. So you're going to need a good system as well. So I suppose the one mic that really did occur to me for him, I think he's using an instrument mic, a Shure something, which is really an instrument mic, and he puts a windshield on it and so on to because it's flat. I looked it up. It's flat. I can't remember what it is. Sorry, 80. It's flat from 20 to 20 kilohertz, and he seems to like the idea of the flatness. So, of course, the Earthworks SR40V occurs to me because that's flat. I think it's 30 hertz to 40 kilohertz. I'll have a PA for that, haven't you? And it's got considerable proximity as well as going low, and it's clean, which means that he can get closer and closer and get a bit more of that if he wants to balance it up a bit. He's finding he's not hearing it so well. So that's what I'd say. It's been very interesting for me to realise, yeah, it's not just a question of low voice or super low. In his case, it's the qualities of that voice, which is why it makes it so... I was going to say impossible. Well, don't want to put you all off. It is difficult. How are you going to try all these mics? Anyway, thanks for that, Aaron. I'll put the link to your clip in the description. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Maybe if you can get to try, maybe get in touch with Earthworks. I don't know where you live. Maybe get in touch with them and see if you can try an SR40V. Really, because I can't think of any other mic in my small, compared to the vast number, that goes low and stays clean, which I think is what you want, and is relatively flat through the rest, because I don't think you want any more accentuation on the that kind of part of your voice. I don't think you need that. Anyway, thanks for that. Yeah, leave some comments for sure. And I'll see you next time.